Okay, we're back, and let's see. Now, I don't know about God. If you think, let's see. Okay, go with like one by one. We're talking about nothing. We're talking about somethingness first. So, what means something? So, something. The something mean is existence. All the existence you can imagine. All the existence, including space, including everything that you can think, existence, just one word. So this is called the something. But the problem is, if there is something, then what is after something? So if we see this one, for example, this is you, and then there is always something, something, something. If I have to make the opacity, I don't know. The opacity. Okay, how can I make the opacity bolding? Uh, alright, it's okay. Like, I think it's okay. Let's go with it. Alright. So let's see. Something, something, always something. So if you go infinite time, so that means you always getting the always something and something. So how is that possible that you're having something all the time, without having an ending, that without having an ending of something? So this is theoretically it's maybe impossible for you, but there is some theory. So the something could be like a loop. For example, a round, if you imagine of a round. So he himself is limited, but at the same time being infinite. So maybe it could be the a dimension. The dimension itself is complexly hard to imagine, like an infinite. So infinite, you see, the infinite himself is finite, but at the same time it's infinite. How? So imagine the circle itself is limited, but for us is unlimited. If you think like this, for example, if you go from here to here, here to here, here to here, and you're trying to find the end, you're trying to find what is the end, where is always something, 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 and then you always go forever, and you never find an end because it's like a loop. It become like a loop. So that's why there is always something, and you think there is infinite. Oh, I don't understand about it. I don't understand about what means something and what means something. So this is the thing, the reason we always getting the something, but having a limited boundary, or having a limited dimension. Okay, but the problem is this is not that easy. This is a dimensional stuff that I said, that for us it's think with for us it's look to us that it's infinite, the something it's infinite. There is like always something, because space itself is something. So but it's at the same time, if you imagine that the something always exists, that what we're talking about here, the no god theory. Okay, if something exists all the time, so it's like a dangerous thing, because it's beyond the logic of the universe. Because you know it need a supreme a reference. So to become that, it must have a reference, and to having a reference, that means like it has a starting. The universe has a starting, but for us it's not like explainable. But the universe, if the universe is predefined, so it means it come from somewhere, the outsource. So here something, if something come from something, like if the something come from the source, means before that something, it was nothing. So this is the problem, you know. Even though you see, there is a boundary, we know. What is beyond the boundary? This talking about this. So what is beyond that we cannot even imagine? So this is a nothing concept. So what means nothing? So what is here? I'm talking about like what is this? Nothing. So now the problem is when you say nothing to something, for example, I'm saying this nothing to nothing. So it means I'm saying nothing as I mean nothing, I'm saying to nothing, saying to something to nothing. For example, nothing himself, I'm saying nothing himself to nothing. Means I'm saying something like I'm saying nothing to nothing. Means if I'm saying to nothing means it's not nothing because I'm saying to something to nothing as a nothing. I'm saying to nothing as a nothing. So that means nothing is not nothing because I'm already saying himself nothing. So nothing means it has a capacity. It has, I mean, sorry, like it has a, how can I say that? It has an own behavior, which is nothing. So this is also the problem, you know. So nothing that, and now you may say there is no nothing, and you are right because nothing can be there because it's nothing. At the same time, if you're saying nothing can be there, so you see, you already making an a thought, already making a thought, and you're telling that thought that nothing, that this one can exist. So you're already saying that, and he himself, his his logic is he can be exist because he's nothing, but at the same time he's existing, you know. So this is like a superposition. He's he's like existing to not being existing at the same time. So this is a complex thinking that you cannot deny there is no nothing because if you comprehend yourself there is no nothing, you are right because nothing himself can be there. But at the same time, he himself, this is he because this is his um, I don't know how to explain. I mean, this is his law, you know. So these two thing is, you may think these two thing is the same thing, but at the same time it's two different, like a contrast. It's like a pair. So pair, this is I hope I make some I'm trying to make that easy to understand you. You know, if you think deeply, then you will understand about that nothingness paradox and also the something. Okay, so let's see. We don't know. We don't know about the universe. Who they say? Um, actually, they having the effect. They're feeling the effect, and they first thing I we already say that there is a must have a God to, there must have a supreme principle to govern that, you know, laws and stuff. So if we know the effect, by at the same time you're denying the effect, you're denying the effect. So for example, um, I am having an air in my body and I feel cold, but I can't see the air. But I can see the effect that I can't deny. You understand? So the universe himself is the example. There is an effect behind, cause behind it. So so you having that effect, already you got the answer. already you got the answer that you cannot comprehend the God. Even you see the nothingness and then somethingness and the infinite itself, and there's many more that beyond your three-dimensional thinking. And but you already have your thought that you can see the effect, so you cannot directly just deny about that the universe, the God, there is no God. I mean, there's no God, and I don't know about like the same thing for me, because you what do you mean by you don't know? Because you can see the clearly the logic, the cause behind it, you know. So it's if you, I mean, it's your personal opinion, but to look at the universe himself is implying there is a God. And so, okay, so here, let me bring these things, two things. So also, let's see, there's a different, another example of this. I don't know about, for example, this one, okay? So imagine if you know about the fourth dimension, okay? Fourth dimension. For like you can see the effect, you can see the effect, like the time himself is presenting the first dimension, okay, like beyond the three-dimensional world. So you see the effect, but you cannot comprehend it. You just cannot comprehend how it looks like. It's impossible. And no matter how intelligent you are, your brain itself can't process the fourth dimension. Your brain itself is made of the three dimension, made of the energy. So he himself, like, it's not possible, because how can you make logic that you can see? You don't even know what you don't know. So it's impossible to making the logic that you don't even know that what you don't know. You know, this is the problem. And here come with the first dimension. You cannot deny that you can see the effect actually. So, but you cannot comprehend. But doesn't mean I can't comprehend. If I tell you if there is fourth dimension, and you say I don't know, you know. But at the same time, you can see the effect. You see the logic itself, that how fourth dimension is containing the three-dimensional world. And I can see that it has its own, I can make, like, it's very difficult to explain, so I need more, I think, at least an hour to explain the fourth dimension. But for now, I think this is the correlated, the thing, that's what I'm trying to explain. Okay, so here's my thought about these two things. I don't know about God. You directly saying because you don't know, and you say directly I don't, you know God. Okay, so here's the thing. Okay, and at the same time, the dark energy. So you cannot say there is no dark energy, there is no matter, just because you don't know what it is, the dark energy itself. So you cannot say, because you can see its effect himself. The dark energy, you cannot deny there is no dark energy. You cannot deny there is no dark matter, just because you don't know what it is. This is what I'm saying, trying to say. You can. This is the people who say that I don't know. But you see, before this one, I already explained the universe, so cause. So it already, the effect is already there, you know. So I know this is very simple explanation. I'm not getting that deep, you know, because I don't want to make the video too much long. But I hope I could make an individual podcast for each of the context, you know. But for now, is let's see. This is my a short personal thought on a personal comment, you can say, on everything about no God and I don't know about the God, you know. Okay, so Again, I'm gonna save the video and then we'll go back to this because the electricity could gone. So